Welcome everybody. It is a glorious day. It's beautiful, sun shining, and it's not raining, which is always nice. I'm Byron, and this is my journey to trying to find a bag that has me prepared for almost anything. It's not going to be the catch-all bag for everything. It's not going to have everything in it, but having spent years of trying stuff out, research, reading, watching videos, talking to other people, there's just so much information out there that makes it very hard to really nail down exactly what I felt were the things that I particularly needed. And it's not that there's not a lot of good sites out there, because there are, but a lot of them just have so much material, so many items, so much stuff that it makes it hard to just say, okay, this is the best thing. This site isn't about price. Price isn't there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to spend $20 million on a shoe, but I don't look at price in the way that it's expensive now. I look at what's the value I get out of that price. So if a knife is $400, how long will I keep that knife? Will I keep it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Well, then I've gotten good value out of that $400. If it's only good for 1 week, well, then I didn't get good value out of that $400 and it was a waste of my money. And that's how I look at the price. That is what I look at on this side as well. I'm not going for the cheapest, because we know sometimes you get a cheap Chinese knockoff, they never work. Some of them do. But in my experience, most of them have failed, and I pretty much felt like I've wasted my money. So I went on this site. I started this site to really put down everything that I feel is needed in the bag to make sure that I'm prepared. It's not all military. It's not all bushcraft. It's not all one specific genre or way to go. I look at everything. And if something comes from a different area or a different field of expertise, and I feel that's better to have me prepared, that's what I want to go with. If I feel that going outside of a specific way of thinking works better, then that's what I'm going to go with as well. So this site is all about me finding the best things that I feel I need to put in my bag to make sure that I'm prepared for just about everything. Now, just get it all out there. I'm going to sell almost everything I have in my bag. Almost. There's going to be some that aren't, that I'm not going to sell due to logistics reasons, certain mailing reasons, for whatever reason. So those will have links to where you can go buy them. There'll be affiliate links, so I get a little money off the affiliation. But other than that, just about everything I will sell on the site. And there's really a couple reasons for that. Number one is if I'm going to recommend something to somebody, okay, I'm going to say this is what I feel is the best thing to get. That's all fine and dandy whenever you don't have any skin in the game. So if I feel that it's good enough for me, it's good enough for me to recommend, it's good enough for me to have some skin in the game. So I become a dealer and I sell it on the site. So that means I actually pay for that material before it actually is able to be sold. So that's number one. Number two is I believe in the products that I fully commit to. And I want people to have that option, okay? And not have 65 options of a fire starter or 50 options of a bag. Okay, that's one of the problems I had, was narrowing down what I felt was the best bag, because you would go to this bag and it would be 5 people liked it but 7 people didn't. This bag, be just the opposite. 7 people liked it, 5 people didn't, but then neither one of them said, okay, this has everything, or this doesn't have everything, or this is one thing that I can accept not having because I get these things. A lot of reviewers on YouTube and other channels, they do a good job of going into stuff. But sometimes I feel they don't go into why they didn't choose certain things or why they were okay with omitting a few things. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a little bit different, yet it's going to be the same as everybody else insofar as looking at items and seeing what they are. So when you come to the site, when you go to the site, links in the description below, you'll be able to have a much smaller field of view of what it is. These are the items that I believe in, okay? That I feel are the best things that I'm going to have for my bag. And we're going to talk about every single item in the bag. Each one is going to be done separately. Not, here's my bag, here's 20 different things, 5 minutes later, thanks so much. Well, okay, why did you choose a knife over this one? Why did you go for this? Great, 20 seconds isn't enough to explain why you did that. So we're going to go over every single thing, why I did it, and the reason why I chose it. Some of the stuff I have in the bag will not meet your needs as far as where you are, where you live, your territory. So you need to adjust it a little bit to suit your needs and your territory. What's good here in Texas is not necessarily good in New Hampshire, okay? And what's good in the western deserts of Texas and New Mexico isn't necessarily good in Seattle, Portland, all in that upper northwest. So you have to adjust it a little bit. My bag is an all-around bag, meaning I can go just about everywhere and at least survive. I might not be comfortable, I might be miserable, but I can still survive. And my bag is not a quote-unquote bug-out bag because I'm not looking for that. Okay, I'm looking to have something that has me prepared for stuff. Sure, it can be used as a bug-out bag if needs be, but that's not the main intent. The main intent is to have everything I need in there for what I need. So, over this journey, we're going to go about everything I put in there and what I'm looking for and the reason why. You're going to be able to find all the products on the site. If not, definitely have something on there to where you can at least read about it, or there'll be a link to where you can click on and go do your research if you like that. You don't actually have to get all my stuff, and I don't want you to, okay? I want you to take what I say, put it into your volumes of research, and then make a decision based on what you need. Remember, this is my journey about my bag, but I want to share it with you guys so that way you can see the journey that I go down and the reasons why I go down that journey. They might be applicable to you, or they're probably not going to be applicable to you. You'll know within the first few things, but that's okay. Because the glory of this is that it allows me to have what I need, but it allows you to be able to say, okay, this is the reason why he did that. That doesn't match my needs, but it sets me down a different path. Now I can go find what it needs. So go for that. Email me with your questions. I'm more than happy to answer your questions for the reasons why or whatnot. You know, if there's something you think I need to look at, shoot me an email. Get it to me so we can definitely look at it. Because again, this is not the de facto answer for everything. This is part of my journey, and some things will change. Some things I will see, something else works better that I never knew about. That somebody said, hey, this product here does better than this. And I go look at the product and go, oh man, that's absolutely right. And all of a sudden that one goes away and the new one comes in. And so it will change. It's somewhat dynamic in that way. So, having said all that, make sure you go down to the link in the description below. Click on it. Go see what I've started doing. Go see where I'm going and where I'm kind of heading. This is a long process, not going to be happening in 2 days. So don't expect it to happen in 2 days. Everything's got to take time to get everything, especially if I'm becoming a dealer for them, it takes time to do all that stuff. So, have any questions, email me. There's some comments down there. Otherwise, go have fun. Enjoy the day. If you got to work, I'm sorry. If you don't have to work, move on. Enjoy the day. Be good.